Welcome back. Ruined, disgusting, gross and broken. These are just a few of the words our next guest used to describe her own body after having children. She thought the solution to overcoming this self-hatred was getting into shape again. But after slimming down and buffing up, she realised that the key to loving her post-baby body is something far deeper. Take a look.
For years, society has been telling women to be beautiful, as if that's the most important thing they can be. After I had my 3 children, I ended up hating my body. So I trained hard, and you know what? I'm standing there in my perfect body, and I'm not happy. Too much sacrifice, too much time, too much obsession, and it's just not worth it. This body of mine, it's not an ornament, it's a vehicle.
Yes, that is an excerpt from a very, very powerful documentary called Embrace. And for today's agenda, I am joined by Taryn Brumfitt from the Body Image Movement. Taryn, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So good to see you. And obviously we should begin by mentioning that or perhaps acknowledging the fact that you're doing something extremely courageous this morning by conducting this interview in this quite infamous red bikini.
You know, Georgie, there's a lot of noise out there for women. There's a lot of toxic messages that are telling women to be anything other than what they are. So I thought, what a great way to demonstrate confidence and embracing your body and, yeah, getting on national television in a red bikini.
I'm sorry, I hope it's not too cool.
Someone put the heater on, would you?
This all came about... I mean, you didn't set out to do this. You quite sort of innocently posted an image on Instagram 5 years ago. The two different images, there it is right there. And it went nuts. And that led to you doing your first TV interview right here on the Today Show back in 2013. Just take us back to that and that contrast and the reaction that created.
Well, I posted those photographs just to help women. And women have such a hard time loving and embracing their bodies. And the before and after photographs that we see, the traditional ones, they're so one-dimensional. There are so many untold stories in that after photograph that we don't hear about. So I wanted women to feel better about their bodies. And, yeah, I put it on social media. It had 100 million views. Ashton Kutcher said it's good for the world, and life has not been the same since.
Wow, that is quite the response. What was the turning point for you when it came to feeling like a lot of us do, quite understandably after a baby, that your body changes so much, and many of us look at it negatively? What was the turning point where you thought, you know what, I'm sick of the negativity, I'm going to turn this round and make it positive?
Well, every woman watching this will know how exhausting it is to hate your body. And it wasn't my body that needed to change. It was the way I viewed my body. So it was changing the lens of how I viewed it and getting perspective. So this tummy that wobbles and jiggles, it's housed 3 children. And, you know, these arms that women are petrified to show, you know, in a sleeveless dress in summer. I'm really grateful for those arms because I can hug my children. These legs that lifted 110 kilos last week and have run a marathon, they're phenomenal. So it's really about shifting our perspective and getting women to be grateful for these incredible, magical bodies that we've got.
Is it a round of applause, I reckon. I couldn't agree more. I know my kids have often, they bounce my tummy and they go, Mummy, you've got the bounciest tummy in the family. And I say, well, yes, because this tummy has done that, and then it's done that, and then it's done that. And I love my tummy, and my tummy made you. So, I mean, why do we beat ourselves up so much when, of course, it is the greatest phenomenon to bring a baby, to grow a baby and to bring a baby into the world? Why do you think we're so harsh on ourselves?
Well, there's so many messages that are coming at women, these toxic messages that tell us to get our pre-baby body back and to lose the weight. And really, if you think about it, it's industries that are driving this message. They're putting profit before people, and it makes the cosmetic beauty industry, the weight loss industry, the diet industry a lot of money. money for women to feel really disempowered about these incredible vehicles of ours.
What sort of role does social media play in all of this? I mean, obviously in your experience, it's been a very powerful tool, but I can't help thinking there are women who scroll through these images that, of course, we all know have been touched up and changed to alter the image. I think it has a terrible effect on a lot of women's self-esteem.
It does, because you can't be that person if it's been photoshopped or face-tuned, and there's endless filters. And what's happening is that people are so disconnected with their life and they're feeling miserable because they can't be that person on social media. And the rates of depression and anxiety and eating disorders related to body dissatisfaction is on the increase. And is it any wonder, with all these messages and all this face shooting and photoshopping, is it any wonder?
And I can't help thinking that with all that energy put into worrying about our bodies, we're missing out on the most precious gift of all, which is our children.
Exactly. And we have 30,000 days on earth if we're really lucky. And I mean, I've wasted a few years of mine being worried about my tummy and my boobs and this and the folds. Cruz, my son, came in the other night to my bedroom when I was reading, and he's like, "Mummy, why is your boob down there?" I was like, "Well, that has something to do with you, my friend." But we waste this time and energy. And the message of Embrace is to get women out of their heads and back into their lives.
Yeah.
I've never had more fun than I'm having right now. I'm downhill mountain bike riding. I came off the other day, a nice big scar there. But gosh, I felt alive when I had a scratch like you do when you're a teenager. Life is fun and joyous and free when you embrace.
And can we just pick up on that point of your beautiful Cruz, seeing you in your natural state? I purposely, if my kids walk into my bedroom and I'm whatever, I think it's so important for our children also to see us and to see our post-baby bodies, and for us to be confident in our own skin.
Absolutely, because for our children, parents are kings and queens, and they're looking at us to be positive role models. Now, if we're forever on a diet, forever going for a run because you ate the chocolate cake instead of going for a run because it's fun, they're learning this behaviour, and it can be incredibly destructive to our young children.
Just very, very quickly, the 4-week course you've created to help women love their bodies. Tell us about it.
I'm so excited about this. I've collected stories for 5 years. I've immersed myself in this space of body image. I've spoken to professors and psychologists, and there's 3 things I want women to do. I want you to go to embraceyouonline.com and look at the testimonials. This 4-week online challenge works. It's 4 weeks online, but if you do it in 4 days or 40 days, it doesn't matter. We took 1,000 women through in December as a test phase, and 98.8% of women saw an increase in the relationship with their body. And finally, 100% of the profits of the Embrace You Challenge go towards our educational and social outreach program, which is getting important study guides into schools and creating social impact through storytelling.
I cannot think of a better advocate for women and their post-baby bodies. You are a firecracker. We salute you. Congratulations on all you are achieving.
Thank you.
Thank you. And can I strongly urge anyone, if you haven't already, get yourself online and find Embrace, the documentary. It's very easy to find on YouTube, various means
iTunes,
of
Foxtel.
Watch this documentary because it really is just groundbreaking. It's gone viral all around the world, and it started right here with Taryn. So huge congratulations.
Thanks.
And thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Georgie.
And a book coming out in September, which we're all looking forward to. Isn't she fabulous, Carl and Sylvia?
Fabulous.
Better than fabulous. I never wanted that to end. It was terrific. Thank you so much, Georgie, and thank you to Tara. More voices like that I think we need.
Just an amazing woman.